In August 2010, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a peculiar and tragic incident unfolded, making headlines around the world. The DORC, a vast African nation with approximately 110 million residents, had long been grappling with the challenges faced by many African countries. Among these challenges, the condition of the roads was a persistent problem. Potholes, broken pavement, and impassable routes made travel within the country an arduous endeavor. However, it was within these difficulties that the seeds of an unusual solution were sown: air travel. As road travel became increasingly challenging, air travel in Congo began to rise in popularity. It offered a faster and more reliable means of transportation to connect the country's various regions. In the absence of efficient road networks, small airlines in Congo seized the opportunity to fill the gap left by the dilapidated road infrastructure. Soon, airplanes outnumbered buses in some areas of the country, and this unconventional mode of transportation began to redefine travel in Congo. One such airline that played a vital role in this transformation was Filair Airlines. This small airline operated a 20-seater plane, including just 2 crew members, an experienced pilot and a co-pilot. The mission was to connect smaller cities in Congo that were otherwise difficult to reach due to the lack of functional roads. Filair Airlines became a lifeline for the people of these regions, offering a service akin to the small planes that navigate the challenging terrain of Nepal. On a fateful day, August 25, 2010, at 9:30 am, a Filair Airlines flight took off from Congo's capital. Its itinerary was nothing short of remarkable, as it was scheduled to make stops at 4 to 5 small cities before returning to the capital. The first destination was Ndelo, a quaint city that was about to receive an unexpected visitor from the sky. From Ndelo, the plane proceeded to Kiri, followed by stops in Bakoro, Simenda, and finally Bandundu. After completing its journey to these small cities, the aircraft was to return to its base at the main airport in Kinshasa. The airports in these smaller cities were quite unlike the bustling international hubs found in many parts of the world. In fact, they often resembled small houses more than airports. Passengers would board these planes from various locations, and the experience was far from the regulated and structured environment of larger airports. It was a unique and sometimes chaotic system where passengers carried not only themselves but also their belongings, including chickens, as they embarked on their journeys. However, the story took a tragic turn as the plane approached its 5th landing near Bandundu. The pilot encountered a technical issue, a problem that he struggled to rectify despite his best efforts. Tragically, the Let L-410 plane crashed into a village just 1 mile from Bandundu airport. The consequences were dire, with 22 people losing their lives, including both pilots. Only 1 passenger miraculously survived, albeit with serious injuries. This aviation accident shocked the nation, prompting authorities to initiate an investigation into the crash. The initial report pointed to a grim conclusion. The plane had run out of fuel, leading to its tragic descent. If there had been fuel on board, the aircraft might have caught fire, resulting in even more catastrophic consequences. However, as the investigation progressed, a shocking revelation emerged from the lone survivor of the crash. Once he had recovered, he shared a tale that seemed almost too bizarre to be true. According to him, some passengers had boarded the plane with an unusual cargo, vegetables. Among these vegetables was a sack that concealed an unexpected and menacing stowaway, a crocodile. The account of a crocodile on board sounded like a fantastical tale, but the survivor insisted it was true. Passengers had unwittingly carried the reptile on board, and as the plane took to the skies, a moment of confusion turned into sheer terror. The sack that held the crocodile began to stir, and suddenly the reptile emerged, its menacing form causing pandemonium among the passengers. In a state of panic, passengers rushed towards the cockpit, seeking refuge from the unexpected danger that lurked in the cabin. The sudden shift in weight distribution inside the aircraft made it impossible for the pilot and co-pilot to maintain control. With all the passengers crowding into the front of the plane, the aircraft became dangerously imbalanced. Its nose weighed down while the tail remained unburdened. The pilot struggled desperately to regain control, but the odds were stacked against him. The plane tipped and spiraled out of control, leading to the inevitable tragedy. The Let 410 aircraft plummeted to the ground, crashing just 1 mile away from Bandundu airport. The impact was devastating, causing the plane to break apart and resulting in the loss of 22 lives. The crash not only left a trail of sorrow, but also raised perplexing questions about how a crocodile ended up on board an airplane in the first place. It was revealed that the reptile had been smuggled onto the plane, a clandestine operation that involved a degree of complicity from someone within the airport authority or a cabin crew member. As investigators delved deeper into the incident, they found no evidence of technical malfunction or signs of an explosion that could have caused the crash. Instead, the evidence suggested that the tragic chain of events had been set in motion by the presence of the crocodile on board. This bizarre and tragic tale from the Democratic Republic of Congo serves as a stark reminder that unexpected dangers can arise in the most unlikely of places, including the skies. It is a story that continues to captivate and perplex the world, illustrating the unpredictable nature of life and the unforeseen challenges that can emerge, even when soaring above the ground.